Dory ain't gonna let you slide you. King of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call, for real. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
21. Hey, gun. 6. 1,
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd and 4.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McKinnon into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
There's Garoppolo to throw, and he fires one incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Gould now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Football going back to the San Francisco 49ers here, and CD, if you take a step back and look at 2018 for the 49ers, it looks an awful lot like 2017. A dismal start, followed by all of a sudden a winning record in the month of December.
We wondered last year, what was that phrase that I used? September baseball? You know, when teams get hot and we say, oh, can they carry it over to next year? Then we realized they weren't the big-time games and it just didn't really work. That happened to the 49ers after 2017 and carrying over to 2018. I still believe that this is a team with great potential. Getting Jimmy Garoppolo back next year, Jerick McKinnon, the running back, getting all the injuries healed, it should be a team that should compete in the NFC West in 2019, but they will have to prove it because 2 years in a row, they've shown promise in December when it really didn't count.
Well, I do need to note that Nick Mullins has performed admirably because no one saw him taking snaps in San Francisco this year.
You're exactly right. C.J. Beathard came in as the number 2 guy, and now that Mullins has played so well, Mullins and Beathard will duel it out for number 2 behind Jimmy Garoppolo to start 2019.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one and another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Sheldon Rankins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The football going back to the New Orleans Saints. I wanted to ask you, Charles, for the Saints, how you think they stack up against the other teams near the top of the NFC, the Rams, the Bears. Where do you think they figure in?
Well, they can score well enough that if the Rams set a heavy pace, they can go out and they can score with them and stay right there. They have enough defense that if Chicago makes it a low-scoring defensive affair, they got enough defense to win that way. So my answer in short order is they stack up with anyone. In a lot of ways, I think everyone has to figure out they stack up with New Orleans. Because at the end of the day, Drew Brees is calling plays for the New Orleans Saints and throwing the football downfield. He could be the difference in any big game.
And maybe they have a little extra motivation with the way their season ended last year against Minnesota. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
21. 11. Under.
Now Brees throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now Brees on 3rd down. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over. Inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, twisting away. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up. Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up. 13.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
13.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did. And
looking for Garcon. He's got him. Touchdown 49ers. Pierre Garcon, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Wait. 21.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I got you. 6.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He can run for it, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
21.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Again, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Madden Land.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on, though, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Madden Land as well. And hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But as you said, happy for once. Usually you're kind of a Grinch this time of year. What's going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this winter.
I love it. Gotta get you some new clothes to accommodate that big chest.
But enjoy the holidays, everyone. Eat, be merry, enjoy your family time. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Go ahead. 11.
Garoppolo on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
21.
Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
I got you.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long?
21.
To throw is Garoppolo. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive Madden Championship Series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, second straight year.
You're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's a $190,000 prize pool, and the ladders to qualify for that tournament now available in MUT draft mode. Exciting things. By the way, do you have a gamer tag, Charles?
No, I do not have a gamer tag. You must be a good player in order to earn a moniker.
Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
21.
On second down, here's Breeze. He'll air it out deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, we're waiting. 13. Waiting, let's check.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Ready. 21.
Breeze to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Hurry up.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
36. Easy. 11. Ready, let's check.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go.
Breeze now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Let's check. Ready, let's check.
From midfield, here's Breeze. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Hey, kill.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Easy.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company.
11. 6.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Like 80. 56. 6.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 41 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Go ahead. White. Hurry up! 21. Go ahead.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Here's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Breeze. Again has it complete. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. On third down, Mark Ingram. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal.
Easy.
Here's Breeze to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Breeze now. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Breeze. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Demario Davis in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Able to get away. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
13.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Goodwin able to haul it in. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Hurry up.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers continue to roll. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Solomon Thomas, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now Breeze, gotta have this one. And he'll let it fly in the direction. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Deep ball for good. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 54 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete here. Coverage there by Von Bell. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo now. hit jars the ball free and brings up third down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gold now out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Now the pitch comes to Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Garoppolo looking to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
21. Check. 12.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.